One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Eagles ready to get this thing started and open the season. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To throw, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Moss. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his second year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bond. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it.
Touchdown, Boston College! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brown has it. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it. Showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Keeps looking downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They go to the ground, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this move, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the grab. It's Bond. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go with a direct snap. Hard running there. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Will have to use its first timeout of the half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Richard. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Boston College right back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get... Turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Second and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab on the right. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Turns it loose deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Does a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's looking to throw on third and short. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Firing toward the end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's McDonald. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking to buy time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Richard. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Give to Brown. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Boston College. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 21 to Florida State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Lost to throw again. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Kick is in the air. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds his man. It's Tyson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Udo. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Now from inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Udo. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw again. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Offense just not able to get it clicking down here in the red zone. That's 3 straight incompletions, trying to fit the football into tight windows, but the timing not there, and now it sets up fourth down.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Fires to the end zone, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
All right, together and execute.
The offense changing the play. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I like the play call, like being aggressive on offense. 2nd and inches, you still got a 3rd down coming, but the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better 3rd down situation for him.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks, it's Wilkins. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's James. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fires to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. These corners going to give them some space. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense down to the 25 now, first and 10. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's first and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. And the timing just a hair off.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. It's caught downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. On the move to his left. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here in the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
This is a design run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know.